Hello. So, Emily, we can just say what we're reading, I guess, to begin.
Because I have a confession, Emily.
Yeah.
So, I was going to start this.
Yeah. Have you finished it already?
I've been reading for an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I had some time and I was like, you know what, I'll just get started, like really relaxed reading it. And I looked up and I thought I was late for the sprints because I got so far in. And I was like, no, that's just inhuman. So I'm going to finish this one. But then I am reading one of your favourites after. So I'm excited.
What about you, Emily? To be confirmed. I just finished this morning the First Class Murder. I'm just gonna think about what I might want to start. I don't know. I'm a bit feeling different moods right now, but yeah. Why don't you start Akamath? I don't know if I'm in the mood for Akamath right now. Might do, but
I feel like you have to be in the mood for Akamath.
Yeah. Maybe in a bit, like a couple books down the line, maybe.
I'm just going to shut my window. I think someone's got a leaf blower on the go that's really noisy.
Okay, that's really weird. I think that I'm just going to do some uni work, edit my essay and stuff, because I've not done enough this morning.
So productive.
Yeah. Because I finished, as I said, I finished ACOTAR last night, and I really need to get my currently reading list down. So if I get bored of doing uni work, then I'll finish, try and continue with this, because it's been a while. Yeah. But obviously I can still remember what's happening and everything, and I might as well, I got a decent amount the way through, so I might as well
keep going,
finish things, rather than just keep picking up a new book. And then literally currently reading is very long, so I definitely need to get that list down.
I think mine was this morning, it was on 4 books and I was stressing out. So now we're down to 3. Say again?
8 or 9 or 10. Always, I don't know how it just happens. I don't know how you do that.
That's mad.
But it'll be currently reading for a year. So it's not really, but it's annoying because it's because I'm I still want to finish this, and then I never will, but hopefully I will. Things I think Middlemarch is still on there, and I think that was from January last year.
Maybe take it off currently.
But I got 500 pages into that book.
So fair.
You know what I mean? I've got 500 pages in there. It's 1,000 pages long. Am I really going to redo those 500 if I can still remember what happens? But I'm I can still remember what happens, so I can still continue this, but I know eventually it'll get to the point where I'll read it and I'll be I have no idea who any of these people are. I wasn't enjoying it though, but yeah. Hello to everybody who just joined. If everybody could just say what are you reading and everything in the comments.
Oh, that's fine, Abby. Thank you, though. Seriously, I'm not offended.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, my currently reading is a buddy read, my actual currently reading, and then I always have an audiobook that is mainly what I use to fall asleep. In a nice way, not in a I'm bored to death. I just need some noise. Yeah. Especially being here on my own now, because I don't know, especially if you're living in a family house, there might be somebody moving around that makes a noise, but just lay in the complete silence. I'm let's just get a book. Let's go for a book.
Yeah, that was freaking out.
It's very quiet. And then have either of you read Harrow Lake?
No, that's actually on my TBR for this one.
Because I'm obviously not going to spoil it, but there's something in it that makes a scratchy kind of noise, And I was laying in bed last night and Bruce was drinking from his water bottle and it was making the noise I was picturing as I was reading it. And I was like, I'm going to die. I'm not waking up tomorrow.
Oh no.
It was
Like, bang on the window as well.
Oh my God. I think you missed that, Rebecca.
No, I think I was there for that bit.
It's horrifying. And I was like, you're all right. No, I'm not. I'm terrified. Yeah, it was a stressful night.
I would like being by myself during the day, because then nobody's doing your head, and you know what I mean, you can get on with your day.
Yeah.
But then at night, that's whenever it gets disturbing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's lovely. And then as soon as because I sort of sit in here with the light on, then I turn this light off and turn my hallway light on, then turn my bedroom light on, and then the hallway light off. So I'm like turning on lights as I walk around. And then as soon as I'm stood in my bedroom, I'm going, well, this is it. It's going to be dark now. I'm alone. Yeah, it's kind of creepy by yourself at night, I won't lie. But I mean, at least Bruce runs around a bit, keeps me company.
Yeah, that is good.
You could just, no matter what the noise is, you could just be like, it's Bruce.
Bruce is fine. It's fine.
We're like convinced that like, because this is like quite an old house, and we think that like there's like ghosts here. Like I'm like kind of mildly convinced, and like I'm convinced that they live right outside my door, because it's actually really weird. Like in the middle of the night, my door will just like, as if somebody's pulled it like shut. My door will like slam like that, and like and there's no windows open, like nothing. It'll slam, and there's like there's this like stuff that's like going on like the walls. Even like the wee man who like was fixing stuff, like he was like, oh haha, like it's like ghouls or whatever have been creating this. Like it's like this like it's like damp, but like they can't, it's like this like wet, but it feels sticky, like sticky goo. But it's coming on the walls, and then they're like wee men are like, wait, like I don't know where this is coming from. And then so like I'm like mildly convinced that like it's like somebody who like was like killed by the butler or something. And like well, because they'll be like, and I swear I will walk out and I'll be like seeing heads and all around the place. But I don't know if that's just me being insane, but I'll be like I saw a man. But that happens to me pretty much everywhere I live, so it might just be a common thing.
my mom and dad's house, I think it was built, it was 1905 or 06, so it's pretty old. Yeah. And then it looks over at the cemetery.
Oh.
And I don't like, never got creeped out, never thought I saw anything. So I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'll stay a skeptic.
Yeah, I'm definitely a skeptic. I still would love to go ghost hunting, just because I want to be proven wrong.
I would not do that.
There's Sydney who's in the comments. Sorry.
No, sorry. I was just saying in case I got possessed.
There's Sydney in the comments. She will like back me up. We play a ghost hunting game, and I get too scared at that, so I couldn't go for real.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Me and my friend one time, we were like stayed after school, and it was like 6 p.m. and like all the lights were off, and we pretended to do like a ghost like documentary, but we still have the videos because we actually filmed it. But we were like really in the mic. We were in like the music classrooms, and we'd like turn the camera away, and I'd like smash the cymbal and be like, "Oh my god, did you hear that?"
I love that.
We turned around and people like watching through the window.
Oh my god. I love that.
It's good fun.
That is funny. I saw something about somebody talking about a ghost.
Oh my
god. Okay, right. I've like properly missed the comments. Ooh, hopefully you'll get finished that.
Nice.
I really like normal people.
Yeah, I've had like Marmite-y thoughts about normal people.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's either you like either normal people or conversations with friends.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Which makes me want to read Conversations with Friends, because I don't think that I would be the biggest fan of Normal People for some reason.
See, I've read Normal People and really liked it. So then got conversations with friends to think, I might not like this, but I need to know if you like one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you'll get like a good bit more through that then. This is my uni friend. Hello.
Oh.
Oh, hello. Yeah, I just read that. I know I said hello loads of times there, but yeah. What did you think of Midnight Library?
I haven't read that yet.
This is Sydney. This is my friend.
Okay. Yeah.
And we're buddy reading The Shadow Friend.
Nice.
It's, I mean, I'll stop talking in a minute, but oh my God, it's so good.
Is it?
I absolutely love it. I'm 150 pages in and it's everything I want. I love it.
What is it?
Hang on, it's right here. This one. And it's a kind of horror thriller. Like there's a murder scene at the start where I won't go into too much detail in case anyone doesn't want to hear this, but there's a boy who's been like nearly decapitated, and then surrounding him are like handprints, like made out of blood. So good.
Oh,
Everything I want.
oh yeah, I'd read that. Yeah. The
Shadow
Shadow continues to be good.
Yeah, there's the whole point of it is that they think that they can like be with each other in their dreams. They like try to lucid dream and then they're like, oh yeah, I was in your dream. It's so weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll tag if it's good again.
Oh, it's I don't know actually. I was gonna say it's free on Kindle Unlimited, but I don't have Kindle Unlimited.
Oh. Free on this, but that doesn't help me.
Death of a Salesman. Who's that by? Why have I heard that?
Rings a bell. I don't know what it is.
It's bringing me like Orwell vibes, but I really don't think it is. But Law of Revision, that sounds disgusting.
Oh.
Ooh, 80%. Hopefully you'll finish that today then. And it's my friend, that's really cute.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi, John.
Hello. Oh. I feel like that's anything that I'm in is just always weird. Like if it involves me, like people are like, what the hell is this?
Oh.
Have you read Conversations with Friends?
Oh, that's Midnight Library. I got very confused for a second. I was like, what message?
Yeah. I feel like some people are kind of like saying that, but I'm really put off him now. He kind of does my head in, like Matt Haig does my head in. Like, because he's like, oh, like everybody, mental health, depression and anxiety. And then anything else, it's like, oh, everybody's psycho weirdos. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm really not there for it. Like, if you're going to be a mental health advocate, then advocate for other things that aren't just depression and anxiety. Like, it just kind of annoys me. Like, well, it doesn't kind of annoy me, it really annoys me. So,
you're trying to be controlled, and then you're like, no, actually, I'm irate.
It's like literally like him tweeting, because obviously he's known for like Reasons to Stay Alive and all of those kinds of things. That's what his brand is. So I'm a mental health advocate, and then he tweets, like that person was literally psychotic. Wouldn't that frighten you? Like, and it's just like, okay, so you're a mental health advocate, but you're like endorsing the stereotype that psychosis makes you scary. And it's just like, that angers me.
That doesn't sound great.
No.
So now I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't like his vibes anyway, for some reason.
Ooh.
Everybody's reading scary stuff. Arthur Miller, yes. I knew it was like a classic-y thing. fair enough. You might like it though, because that's what I feel like. If you don't like, as we were saying, if you don't like normal people, you seem to like. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Elena, our friend Elena, my flatmate, she read it as well, and she said that it was like the way like depression was dealt with was very like kind of like cliche, and it's like very like, you know, like your usual, you know,
See,
not like romanticized maybe.
I have the Midnight Library, and I've got another one, How to Stop Time, maybe.
Oh yeah,
somewhere. And I'm gonna read them because I own them, but I don't think I'll like seek out his other stuff. Like it just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's just sometimes I forget when there's something about somebody and you're like, for no reason, particularly, well, now I do have a reason, but before that, I'm just like.
My one for that was Hank Green. Never done anything to offend me, but I'm not a fan. For no reason.
Sometimes you're just like, I don't like the vibes, and I don't know why, but you're just annoying because you exist. And like, I'm sorry, but there is some people who are just like that, and I can't help it. It's just true.
Yeah.
And then I can't get something out of my head. Like once I've decided that, I'm like, well, now it's too late. You can't win me back. Yeah, sorry. This is interesting. See, like I just know that I wouldn't like normal people.
Fair enough.
It's because of like my sister, like after watching the show, like went on this big rant about it and like ranted about the whole thing and like told me every single thing that happens in it. So I know everything that happens and I associate it with her anger at the show and how much she hated it. Like she's like, what pointless, like what the most pointless thing I've ever seen in my life and everything. And I'm just like, well, now I'm put off it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think I gave it 4 stars. I did really like it, but I don't know. If you said give me 3 reasons why you liked it, I can't. I just did.
Is there punctuation? There's something about it, isn't there?
Yeah, there's no speech marks. Which is weird. But then I noticed it more at the start, but then it just felt like I was skim reading a normal book because I could pick out where they were talking, but I wasn't reading every word. I don't know if because it will say like she said, he said, she said, and you just skip it. So I don't know. It was weird.
But what is like the actual function of that?
To be edgy. I don't know.
Yeah, that there as well. That annoys me because I'm like, okay, well, if there's an actual purpose to this and I can actually see what you're actually trying to do, then fair enough. But if it's just there for the sake of it, then I'm like,
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe there is. Maybe she claims to have some. I'm sure she claims to have a purpose, but whether or not that's true, that's another matter. Yeah. I feel like I'm just putting out angry vibes today, but yeah.
Angry mood.
Maybe it's the ghost or something. Maybe the ghost possessed me. I don't know what this is.
Is that Robin Hobb?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Oh yeah. I wish I'd got that book. That book was like £2 or something on Amazon at one point, kind of recently, and I really wish I'd got it at that point.
I went to a charity shop yesterday. We've got one near me that I keep saying we as if there's someone else here. I've got one near me it's just books. So it's like literally a book charity shop. It's amazing. And there was a whole shelf of Robin Hobb and I was looking at it like, I am not going to like these books, but I want them because everyone has them. And I was like, no, you don't need them. You don't need them. And I did walk away.
Yeah, no, I saw like we have one like that, like just a book charity shop, and it had the entire like Morganville vampire books, like every single one in a row, and I was like, do I?
So no. I love the Morganville books so much.
The decent thing I would like. I would definitely be down for that, but yeah.
I feel like you would like them. They're like, if you go in expecting trashy early 2010s vampires, like that's what you get and you love it. But if you expect something, the new amazing thing, it's just not gonna happen.
Fair enough. I do like trashy like vampire stuff, so
Yeah, I think that's my whole like brand now. I read so much different stuff, but the one thing I love is trashy like YA vampires.
I've got so many of them on my shelves. Like I've got the Vampire Academy, and I've got the first, was it True Blood series? The first.
See, I've never read those.
I haven't read it yet, but I've got the first one.
Vampire Academy is also very good.
I always associate it with you.
Oh.
I read the first one like years ago, and then I didn't continue, so then I forgot what happened. But I really loved the first one at the time, but then just kind of...
I think I had the first one, read it, and then thought, okay, that's fine. I don't ever need to continue with these. And then I saw the rest of them in charity shops, and I was like, let's just do it. And I loved it.
Yeah, I can imagine those are like really fun to read.
Yeah, I love the movie as well, which helps. It's such a good movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot that existed.
Yeah, I do know.
I'm just obsessed with Dimitri. He is like... Oh, it's so good. Like proper comfort watch.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. I might read this, if not uni work, maybe.
And Emily still doesn't know.
We'll find out after the sprint.
I would like to try, but I don't know when that's actually going to happen.
It's a future potential.
It is a future potential. I also have like one of those I think it's like an Oxfam charity bookshop, just like literally a 30-second walk from me, and I haven't went yet. I'm like thinking, okay, I'm thinking of doing a come book shopping with me, and then go in there, and then go into the Waterstones that's like then across the street, which is just so useful. Also scary, but I think I'm too embarrassed to like film myself in a bookshop.
See, I really was. When I went yesterday, I went as it opened, and I was like, I vlogged basically my whole walk there. I was like, look, here's this cute church, here's the river, like this is lovely. And then I got there and it was packed, and I'm like, I can't. I was embarrassed enough when I was holding a stack of books and the woman's like, do you want me to take them for you? I'm like, no, I'm good, thank you, leave me alone. I'm too awkward.
Oh. Yeah, I'm saving. I've got loads of like vouchers from like Christmas, and I'm just saving them for like I don't even know when, but like probably when I see Rebecca. But
yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I could maybe make somebody come with me and film me, because I think that would then make me, if two people were involved, then I guess it then draws more attention, but also you could kind of do it subtly. I feel like you could do it not like across the room, like do it like more like kind of more subtly, not like in a really serious kind of way, because that would be really cringe.
Talk to the other person as well. You're not just like standing there talking to yourself.
Yeah. Because then it also might not look like it's specifically for YouTube. It could just be for fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows?
I get concerned now. There's a couple of people I found, mainly just on Twitter, but they're in the book community and they live in my town. And one of them works in the Waterstones. And I'm like, I'm going to be so awkward if I actually see them. Like, you're right.
Yeah.
I am not a real person. I exist only on the internet.
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel. Like if I knew them well, then it would be funny. But then if you didn't, then it would be kind of like it's like whenever you kind of know, and you're kind of like, do I stop and say hello? Do I walk past and be like?
I did that with I bumped into somebody. He was in one of my uni modules, but like we weren't on the same course. We just had one module that overlapped, and I bumped into him and his girlfriend in Morrison's, and I sort of went to stop and he kind of went to carry on, and I was like, oh, I thought we were at the chat level, not the nod. So I was like, oh, you're right, and like walking away trying to talk.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were at a different friendship level, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I'm awkward.
Yeah, I hate stuff like that. I'm so bad with stuff like that. Like I'm way too like self-conscious about everything I do. So then I'm like, oh, they thought I looked like a freak, and it's just like they're not even thinking about that.
They've forgotten they've even just seen you. Like,
yeah. And then I'm like, I looked like a freak. They thought you were disgusting, and then I'm just like, and then it's just like that. It's like it's not true, but yeah, that's just me. I'm in a really weird mood today. Anyway, options for your reading, Emily.
Still debating about rereading Illuminate or Midnight Sun. Not the Twilight one, but
the Chloe one.
That one. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should read something on my actual physical TBR because it's so big. Because like the other day in my video, I was like, I'm going to focus on, April, May. I'm going to focus on like reducing my physical TBR, and I've not read a single like book I've owned all month. I've just read library books. So I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, like Illuminate and Midnight Sun are both like quick reads.
Yeah.
So, well, apparently from what Chloe was saying before.
Yeah.
Midnight Sun is very quick.
Yeah.
So, like, if you choose one of those, then like at least it's like fast. So like it's not as if it's like a big commitment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Especially because you're like unsure.
I think you should go for some sort of like quick contemporary, whatever it is. Just something that you can be like, right, it's sunny outside. I'm going to read this nice summery thing. I think that will help.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
Maybe Midnight Sun then.
Yeah, I might do that. I think for the first like 5 minutes of the first sprint, I'm just gonna like stare at my bookcase and be like, what?
Yeah, feel the vibes.
Yeah, just feel the
vibes. What's calling to me? I do that all the time. Like I love to do that. You just like you kind of just stand there and just stare at them and just like wait to see which one calls to you.
Yeah.
I wish I did that. I have such a set TBR every month that I don't get time to do that. But I don't think I really want to that much. I like going, okay, this is next, and like tick it off.
Yeah, it's rare for me. It's a rare occasion. When it comes, I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Embrace the vibes.
Yeah. I mean, usually I'll have like an idea of what I want to read next just because of like I've already felt the vibes, and I'll be like, oh, I want to read the second in the series or whatever because I'm interested, or like this one's a new one and I want to read it usually, but that's still like mood reading. But whenever I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know, I'll just be like, give me the vibes. Yeah. So I'm going to say, do you want to do a sprint at 4?
Yeah, I was going to say, we've been talking about half an hour.
Yeah. So we can do like 40, 45.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I've got the timer like ready for whenever it's ready.
Yeah,
ready. I did that while we were talking. It was like, we're going to get this so that I don't cringe myself out as per usual.
Yeah, when I was doing it last night, for some reason, there was one time of setting up the timer that I just turned into a middle-aged woman. Like I couldn't get it right, and I was looking at the screen like, why is this not working? When you're by yourself, and somebody had said I was on their TV as well, so I was like blown up on a TV screen doing that.
Oh no.
Hello.
Well, we haven't done a sprint yet, so you've not actually missed that much. So we're about to do a 45-minute one.
It was relatively last minute as well. It's less than 24 hours in planning, so don't worry.
Yeah. I was kind of like, I haven't hosted any in so long, and I wanted to, just because, but especially because I'm like usually don't have any time, but I feel like a Sunday's a nice day to do it.
Yeah.
I've been having quite a sore head recently, and I like never get a sore head, and then recently I just keep getting one, and I'm like, I don't know why.
What did you describe that as the other day? Something like stabbing you in the back of the head or something. It was like a fish or something in the back of the head. What did you describe it as?
I said a swordfish was stabbing me in the head, but like there wasn't really actually a swordfish. It was just like that's what I imagine it felt like.
Okay.
Whenever I said that, I was like, "Oh, a swordfish is stabbing me in the back of the head," and then Emily's like, "What?" And I'm like, "It felt like somebody was like a skinny spike was like going in like that," and it was just like repeatedly, and I was like, the first thing that came into my head was a swordfish. So yeah, that's it. Like
Fair enough. Fair enough.
See, Emily like endorses this behavior as well by laughing at it.
Yeah, I did.
And that's me just going, what?
This is like basically when I first did my first ever sprint. It was the three of us. That was literally it. Like me laughing, Rebecca being weird, and then
Yeah, you're like, what is going on?
You two are weird.
I feel like I'm worse because I'm always the one coming off with the weird stuff. Emily just laughs at it, so I'm definitely the weirdest one. Emily's weirder in secret, though. I know we're supposed to be sprinting, but Emily's definitely weirder in secrets. She just lets it in the public eye.
I definitely say weird stuff in secret, and then I'm like, right, I'm on the internet, especially when I'm not on my channel. I'm like, okay, be normal, you can do this.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. I'm like, oh, like people are watching me now. I have to be the weirdest possible. Like, I don't know if it's like me being nervous or what, but it's just like, yeah. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna do a sprint now anyway, so that you get a full sprint in before you go. Yeah, I'll stop talking about swordfish. Okay. Let me see.
dear.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, shut up.
Where are we going?
Find out what's happening.
Like it's not coming off.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it.
Yeah, it's like it's just.
All it's suggesting is that it's the internet, which we know it's not.
Yeah, because even if it was like one of our internets, the other people would still be fine.
Yeah, even if your internet dropped, it would still.
Yeah.
Yes, there's obviously something wrong with. Should I make maybe a new stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look and see like.
I wonder if anybody else's. It's happening to anybody else's stream.
That's what I was gonna see. I was gonna have a look on.
Oh, I don't think that.
Maddie's.
I don't know where it's me. What's going on?
Theirs is fine. So it's just us.
Yeah.
You could try making a new one.
We're on it.
Oh, we're on. Yeah, I can see us.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
I have no idea what happened. Like my Wi-Fi was working completely fine on my phone, so it definitely wasn't anything. My Wi-Fi didn't drop.
Yeah, no, I could like see you fine.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that really interrupted the sprint and the stream in general.
That's so weird.
So now like everybody's left and doesn't know that like it's fine now.
Can somebody that's here tell us you can see us? Give us some reassurance.
Yeah, like on my phone it definitely looks fine. It looks like it's working again, but now everybody's just like left, yeah. So
maybe they'll come back.
Yeah. I might tweet maybe about it.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah. Hello.
Thanks for still being here.
Yeah, thank you for still being here. I might tweet saying sorry about the complications. Okay. How long were we into the sprint?
No idea.
35 and 40 minutes ish. But I did decide on a book.
Yay!
What book did you decide on?
Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella. Just because it was like a quick, feel good book, and yeah, so fine.
Actually, I've just thought the chat was still working.
Yeah.
So it didn't end.
No, it didn't end. Like that's the weirdest thing ever. Yeah, so like nothing like completely went wrong. It was just like a weird like glitch thing.
No idea.
Because like we could still talk to each other and everything. Like it was still like a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna tweet to say we're still here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did that, but
I'll just retweet you. Lazy.
Okay, well, yeah, it just went dark. It just went dark with a circle.
Yeah.
So weird. Oh, I think people are coming back now.
Yeah, people are coming back now.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. I'm glad that I noticed as well, because I was like, I went away and was like going to make tea and everything, and then like I literally never go on to the stream when I'm away, but this one time I was like looking at it, and then like I had it open on my phone for I can't even remember why, and then I just saw all the comments and I was like,
what's happening?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I thought my internet, because my flatmate has turned off the Wi-Fi in the middle of a stream before.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, okay. But I think it was an accident, so I let it slide. But yeah.
Let it slide.
Yeah, let it slide. Yeah, I don't know. So I thought that had happened again. I was like, oh my god, somebody's like accidentally taken the internet plug out. But yeah, no, I don't know what happened. Now everybody's gone. Sad times. But you know what? We can have a little party.
They'll come back.
Yeah,
Come back. So yeah, just want to just like continue with like the timer. Yeah, I've still got. Stop. The timer was still going there.
Oh.
Do you want to just do you want to just continue from where the timer was?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Might as well, because I suppose we don't have it really. Might as well just continue our sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where we can just continue from there.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Let's do that. Hello.
Hello. Did you get rid of the wasp, Emily?
Yes, I was praying. I like scooped up and was just like out the window. It's so big. I couldn't believe it was like a chunky one.
I decided to start this instead. It's Grace Beverley's new book. Yeah.
Interesting.
Actually really good so far.
What is it again?
It's basically just like her talking about how there's like this kind of contradiction right now about like how you should be relaxing and taking care of yourself versus like this idea that you should be like productive 24/7 and like have all of these like businesses and you should like monetize every single thing that you're doing. Like she said this bit where it was like no matter what you're doing, like if you're like having like an Instagram, I don't know, you're thinking like I should be making money from this. Like every hobby, you're like I should be making money from this. Even if you walk your dog, you're like, oh, I could be making money from this. I could walk six dogs at the same time or something like. And I'm like, it's actually so true. And then you have like this like kind of like this like constant contradiction between like you should be working constantly and also like self-care is so important. You should do all of these things, and as well with like the pandemic as well. How like everybody's either people are kind of like you're wasting your time if you're not like learning 3 languages right now, and like but then there's like the other side which is kind of like people like, oh, like we're in a pandemic, just relax and do nothing, but like you can't because like you're like your work is at home. And yeah, it's just really good. Like she's saying like quite a lot, but yeah, it's really interesting.
Sounds really good.
Yeah. So it's just her as well, like kind of giving tips on how to, like it says on the front, boost your productivity, find your purpose, avoid burnout, and practice self-care. And yeah, it's just
I feel like I need that.
yeah. Like it's actually I just really want to know because obviously she's like really, really successful. So like she'll obviously know what she's talking about. But I think as well she was saying that like whenever obviously she started her Instagram and then she started working from home, she like noticed that she was like doing more than ever but having less breaks and also like doing less even though she's putting more time in. She was like doing less. She's like, why am I wasting my time? Like I'm so unproductive, and like didn't even realize that like everybody else was feeling that way. So yeah, it's really good. It's actually really, really good.
Sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
I finished my book like straight away, had a little cry, and then decided to randomly do some journaling because the journal I'm in right now is a thick boy, and it's like I can't manage it anymore. Like it's getting too difficult to actually write in. So I'd already started my other one, but I'm like moving things. I'm halfway through. So I just made sure everything was stuck down in this, and then I'm gonna, I don't know, I've got lists of books like I've on hold lately and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna maybe do on my laptop and print and like slot in there so I can use them when I need them and then get rid of them because they're technically in here. But I just want to put this out of sight and like look at it.
Yeah, that's massive.
It's ridiculous. Massive. I haven't even used all the pages. That's the problem. It's like 4 notebooks bound together, and I've used one completely. One of them maybe like 80% of it, and the other ones I just can't like bend it enough to actually write. So moving on to a different one.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Getting to page 48, although it's like it starts on page 11, so didn't quite read 48 pages, but
yeah, it's still a lot.
Still loads.
Yeah, I got the audiobook on it as well, so just kind of been like when I was battling with the wasp, it was on in the background still, so
still counted as reading time.
Yeah,
as well with all of the interruptions.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hello, what's Julie and the Phantoms?
I've heard about that. My friend keeps telling me to watch it. It's like a girl, well, Julie, and there's like a band who are like ghosts. So like people, it's like a band and they're ghosts, and like they can only be seen by everyone else if they're playing the music. So like they start performing, but then like or something like the people think that they're like illusions or whatever, like projections, because as soon as they stop playing at the end of the song, they like disappear for everyone else.
I don't know why it's kind of
a picture, but
that's odd.
I might have to watch it now.
Yeah, I wonder if it's good.
I've heard lots of people raving about it.
Oh, I feel bad that everybody thought like it was their fault, like trying to work out if the error was them, and it's just like, no, it's just my stream being weird.
That's not long.
That.
Nice.
Ooh, very good. Yeah, I was just like, well, I don't feel very productive, so I'll like read some tips on how to be productive.
Is that extreme procrastination?
Yeah. It's actually really bad. Like, ooh, the stress, like, is bad. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for joining.
Ooh.
Is this?
I'm assuming that's your book, yeah.
Yeah. It's so nice as well. I literally got it. We literally ordered it like the day it came out. It was 12 quid, which is quite expensive for this little thing. But like me and my flatmate just went halves on it. So that like, 6 quid, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Because we both wanted it. So I was just like, yeah,
sure,
I'll do that because I really wanted it. I was like really looking forward to it because I was like, I really wish I aspired to be her, because she's just like, she comes across just like constantly working, like, do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I want that to be me. Like if I relax, I feel bad. Like I literally.
I was having a bit of a wine drink with my friend the other night. Well, wait, 2 nights ago, I can't even remember. And we were talking about stuff I was doing and reading and whatever. And she was like, when do you relax? Like, do you ever just sit and look at a wall? I was like, no. I have to be constantly on something all the time, or I get like really nervous that I've not done everything I need to do. So even like I said, well, Cole calls me in the morning, and before I start work, I scroll through TikTok for like 15 minutes. That's my relaxed time. She's like, you need more relaxed time.
Yeah, like your to-do list is always mental, and then I'm like, how did you actually do that? Like, I kind of go the opposite way. Like, some days I'll be like, yeah, I'll do what I need to do. But then sometimes I feel so overwhelmed with how much I have to do that I can't do any of it. So then I will stare at a wall because I can't physically face everything that I have to do.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So,
Fair. All I do in that situation, if I'm thinking, no, I've got too much to do, I can't do anything, I normally read. So that's why I read quite a lot.
Yeah.
If I get overwhelmed by normal life, I just read.
Right.
Yeah, I've actually been doing that over the last couple of days. I just let myself read because I'll like refuse to let myself read because it's like, you're not allowed to read that. You're not allowed to read. You've not done enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not allowed to relax. And then like, I just won't read. And it's just like, I could be reading, for my channel. I could be having fun. Yeah. So yeah. That's why I finished that guitar finally.
Oh, right.
She texted me once about, apparently.
Probably going to be a much better description than mine.
I don't have a text.
Maybe it is your internet.
Maybe it is my internet. Yeah, I don't have a text.
Oh, dun, dun, dun. The suspense. I want to know.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it. Sure, it's like sending, or else maybe. Yeah, now that's making me paranoid that there is something wrong.
Should I test it and message you and then see if you get mine?
Yeah. No, I can see you typing. Oh, right. Hannah's like currently typing. Yeah. Oh, I get it. I thought that she'd. Yeah, I got yo.
Yeah, that was me. I didn't know what else to say.
I've just noticed the time as well, and I was leaving it until about now. I ordered pizza last night, and I've still got loads left. And I was like, I'm gonna have some more for dinner. So I think I might sneak over in the next sprint and have a couple more slices.
That sounds like a good idea.
I got so much food. I've done that thing of when you're by yourself, but you need to get a deal, otherwise it's not worth it. So I had a large pizza, 7 like chicken nugget things, a garlic pizza bread, and 4 cookies.
Nice.
So I've still got a lot of food left.
I had like Domino's for the first time in literally months and months and months. The other day at like the zoo training day.
Oh, nice.
Pizza, there was so much, and I never had like the cheeseburger one, and
no, I've never had that.
It's actually so good. And afterwards, I was like, I really want that pizza, and ever since, I've just wanted to order that pizza.
Well, I haven't had Domino's in literally ages. The last time might have been when Cole was here and we got it in a hotel because I thought that would be really cool. And it messes with your brain ordering pizza to a hotel. I wouldn't suggest it. It's really confusing. I don't know why I was so like baffled by it. But yeah, and I just literally, I got it all yesterday. The guy turned up with all of these boxes of food and I was like, bring them here.
Come to mother.
I am going to curl up and eat
these. Those days. I used to like when I wasn't living at home, I would just order food and then just so nice.
Surround myself with food. But that's a bit off topic. But my dad turned up here this morning. He texted me and said, "Are you busy today?" So I said yes. And then he like said, "Oh, we should go on a walk or whatever." I opened it and I was like, "No, I told you I was busy. I'm not responding." So he turned up here while I was in the shower, and then he was like, "Oh, nice pizza last night, did you?" All these pizza boxes. So I did not invite you here to get judged. I was like, "Wait, I didn't invite you here at all." Stop judging my takeaway.
Oh no.
But then. And as he was leaving, I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll go wash the conditioner out my hair now." And he's like, "What, you were actually in the shower? Why didn't you say?" And I was like, "I don't know what part of I was in the shower. It wasn't I was in the shower."
Obviously, he thought you were just making that up.
Yeah, I was like in a dressing gown with like a towel on my head. Like, what more could have made you think I was in the shower than this? Yeah, he judged me for my pizza.
I've literally become like obsessed with takeaway. Like it's actually an issue. Like I can't stop. And it's actually an addiction to Uber Eats. Like it's really, really, really bad. Like every time I'm like, "Oh, I should cook." No. I'll have something on Uber Eats. And if I have discount, even if it's like you have 25 chances of using this or something, you can use this 25 times. I'm like, well, that means I have to use it all 25. Like to get this 25% off. Do you know what I mean?
Obviously.
Yeah,
it's just how it works.
Like I'm addicted to chicken. Like it's actually a bit of an issue. Like Southern fried chicken, like it's an addiction. Like I actually can't stop ordering it. Like it's really bad.
I love that.
It has to be me, yeah, and it has to be like chicken place and in Bristol, and like it's just delicious because it's like better than KFC. Like the chicken's crunchier, and like it's like so I'll get like a wee chicken burger, a wee chicken strip, chips, and another side, and it's just delicious. I can't stop ordering it.
That sounds amazing. We used to have, when I'd like stay in my ex-boyfriend's uni flat, the kebab place was one of the only places that would deliver that late. And the amount of kebab I must have consumed that year is terrifying. Everything to be, "Oh, I'm hungry, but it's 3 a.m. Shall we order a kebab?" Like, it's not good.
See, I'm actually scarred about kebabs. Like I can't eat kebabs because I'm scarred for life. Because the first time and the only time I've ever ate a kebab was I went to see Jake Bugg in Dublin with my boyfriend, but we had to also get the bus back to Belfast that night. And I think I'd had like a couple of drinks, but I hadn't drank that much. And it's a 2-hour bus, and I don't do well on buses, right? And the bus was shaking, like, and the bus man was like going like squeak, 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 like this in his chair, and I ate this kebab, and there was also this woman who smelled like actual Parmesan cheese, like. Like I'm sorry, like I'm not being mean, but like it actually was like pure Parmesan, like and it was like coming up my nose, and then like squeak squeak, like whiff whiff, and like just like, and it was just plus like this kebab, and like I just couldn't hold it in. I just booked everywhere. Like I booked everywhere on the bus. I had nothing to stop it. I booked everywhere, and I can't eat kebab. Even the smell of it, like I'm scarred for life.
I would be scarred.
And it was literally like yeah, I've told my sister this story on multiple occasions and she finds it hilarious, but it's this like, do you know when like in a film and like things are like zooming up on like one thing at a time or something, so I would just see like squeak cheese, like, and then also I remember like Respect was playing, so it's like I could hear it was like RESPECT squeak cheese.
Horror film.
Like, it was so bad. Like it actually was so bad. It was coming out of like the speakers on the top, so I just like, oh, wait, cheese RPG. Like I was like, it was like, and I was like sweating, like don't do it, and like it was just so bad. I was like really trying to concentrate, but it just one bit of parmesan too much, and like it just happened. Oh yeah. Okay. Hannah sent me, I think, the thing. Okay, so this is very long. So the description is, it's about this 90s boy band that dies. They're 17 and it's 1995. Things go black for them for 10 minutes, and then they wake up in 2020 as ghosts in a like one of their old houses where a girl lives now whose mummy has died, and she's in a music program at school and can no longer make music because she's so sad, but she's going to get thrown out, and they basically help her write songs and help her make music again. She's like 16 and these cute ghosts are living in her house and she can see them all the time, but everyone else can only see them when they play music together. And she starts to fancy the cutest ghost ever. It's literally amazing. And I turned it on like this will be crap. But me and Lucia were screaming, that's my older sister, at it and all. Like it was the best show I have seen in ages. It is made by the guy who made High School Musical, Cheetah Girls, The Descendants, etc. Like it's literally amazing.
I just love the way she's falling in love with the cutest ghost.
I feel like I've outgrown that and I can't get back to that level of TV. What film ever. Like I can't.
Sometimes it can be very entertaining.
Yeah, I think I could do it if I had like I was gonna say like a young person here. That sounded weird, but like if my goddaughter was sat on the sofa, I'd be like, you watch it, I'll be entertained, but I can't do it myself.
Yeah, fair enough.
No. I'm like, give me a serial killer documentary and I'm there. I can't do cheesy fun stuff anymore.
I've got you like cheesy vampires though in books?
In books, and then I can do, if I watch the films like Twilight, Vampire Academy, all of that good stuff, if I watched it when I was into it, I can rewatch them. But now I'll go to put something on and I cannot watch anything like, I don't want to like trashy. Like I can't. Like I didn't get into that what was that thing that everyone was mad about? Ended in an X that was out. I can't, is it Winx?
Oh yeah.
And I just couldn't do it. So I think I'm just gonna stick to not watching TV and just watching serial killer documentaries.
Yeah, it depends what it is for me. Like I really I'm not interested in watching the majority of things. Like, I don't know. It has to be like very specific for me to like it. I loved The Queen's Gambit. I loved that.
Yeah.
That's really good. But yeah, but that's not like trashy, so.
No. Emily's just mad on Line of Duty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's tonight. Woo woo.
Did you enjoy it? Oh, it was tonight. Oh, I thought I put in my head it was last night. Yeah, it's tonight.
It's tonight. Oh, just don't. The cliffhangers and twists in the last episode. Oh,
like I can't care. I don't know. If someone's like, oh yeah, there's something on TV, it's really good, you should watch it. I'm like, that's great. No.
I'm like that as well. I'm like that too.
I think it's at the stage now where I probably wouldn't recommend it to someone unless they're willing to go back and rewatch everything, because it's such like a long story. We're on season 6 now, and you would probably have to watch them all to actually understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see.
I don't think it helps that I pretty much outright refuse to pay for a TV license, so I don't technically have a TV.
Fair
So
enough.
Netflix is my limit, really.
That's enough fun.
Hannah says she would change your mind if you saw this ghost.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure I would, but okay.
Wings is nothing on it, apparently.
Oh, okay. It is chicken, mushrooms, and sweet corn. Which a lot of people say that is the most disgusting thing you could ever put on a pizza, but I love it.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Mushroom and chicken's a weird combo, maybe.
Cole said it's disgusting. He's like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Are these the ghosts? I don't know if you can even see.
Oh, maybe they are the ghosts, yeah.
Oh, there we go. I don't know.
I mean, it depends which one she's into. It's if I'm good now.
Maybe it's just his personality.
Yeah. What's it called again?
Julie and the Phantoms.
I actually really want to watch it. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah. I think this is the one that everyone seems to.
Okay, I'm looking at. I got to see pictures. I've got to.
I mean, if his personality's good, you know.
But now I feel like I'm at the age where I look at these and I'm like, is that okay? Am I allowed to look at things in like kids or like teen shows and be like, oh, no, I feel like I'm too old. I feel like it's weird. You look at the age of some of them and you're like, oh God.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, they're usually act 16 and they're like 30.
Like, yeah, they're 20, 22. 24.
Oh, okay. We're all fine.
Yeah.
This is okay.
Has anybody read or watched The Maze Runner?
No.
I watched the first one, I think.
I liked the first one, but then it gets a wee bit worse.
Mm-hmm. It hasn't left like an impact on me. So.
No, me either, but I never read them, so.
Oh yeah, I am looking. The one is quite good looking, actually. Just looking through Google. Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
John. Oh, I have started my rewatch of Pretty Little Liars and
I thought you were going to say SpongeBob. Like, well, no. I have started my rewatch.
Yeah, especially Pretty Little Liars. Like, I bought the whole thing on DVD, so I have every single DVD. And then they were going to take, I don't know if they have, but they were going to take the Vampire Diaries off Netflix, so I've got all the DVDs for that too. So that is my life, is rewatching things I used to love.
See, I have done that. I've literally started watching every single episode of Horrible Histories in order.
Oh, Horrible Histories.
You're so good. Like, I should. Yesterday, I woke up.
You watched this by yourself?
Yeah.
Only you.
I love it. It's so good.
I was just sat on the sofa in my pajamas yesterday, like straight after waking up, and it was like the Charles II rap, and I was just like vibing. Like,
I am so proud of myself. I only just learned the Kings and Queens song. Like within the past couple of months, I can do it, and I'm like, I'm proud.
Yeah, I love it. I'm like, that's my party trick now. But I can only say it in like, it's like I can only sing it in that like how they sing it. Yeah. Like, I can't just name them. I'll have to be.
No,
like,
I have to do all the extra.
Yeah.
Maybe Richard John. Oi.
Yeah, you can't miss out the oi.
Yeah, I did it on. I was on a Discord chat like not that long ago with Cole and his friends, and I was like, Sydney, come to the separate chat. I've got a trick to show you. She joined, and I was like, William, have we seen? She's like, what are you doing?
So 3 more Henrys join our song.
Oh, you are gonna break out in song now?
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, I just love it. Like, I'm beginning to learn all the bits in between as well. Mm-hmm. It's like I can sing along if I'm hearing it as well, but I wouldn't be able to sing like William's bit at the start, like without hearing it.
No, I only know the names bit. I don't know all the little
fair enough.
Little sing-songy bits. I just know the name, like the names
Yeah.
part. When we get to the end, I'm like, all right, we're done now. Oh dear, so good.
Emily, do you know the whole entire thing?
Not all of it.
Most of it.
Yeah, quite a fair portion of it.
I actually don't know it at all.
Oh, so good. I know that the Highwayman song I really love.
That's such a good one.
Because obviously it's based on whatever Adamant song. I've forgotten what the actual song's called. And I saw Adamant live, and he was singing, and I was singing the horrible. My mum was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very spontaneous Adamant concert. I didn't even know he was going to be there. 'Cause it was at a MotoGP event, and we were like, oh, should we go home? And then Adamant turned up, and we were like, all right, let's stay. It was very weird.
Such a good one, though.
Agreed.
Yeah. I think, which one? I know all the words to the Four Georges and the George the Fourth one.
And is that the one who's fat?
Yeah.
And every single line is, and I was the fat.
Yeah. I broke the scales with my giant brain.
Oh God, no.
I watched it back like for the first time, like a year ago maybe. Like, and obviously Matt Bainton is like the bad one, and when he says I was the bad one, he like winks and bites his lip like.
That's the only song I can listen to, and I have to really get into it. I'm like, born.
Yeah, you like sway. He's like,
Rebecca's like, what has happened?
Yeah, honestly.
Like, German accent and everything. It was like, I was a hunk, girls adored me.
I'm fine.
They put at one point on the YouTube channel, like the Horrible Histories one, they put a video that was 2.5 hours long, and it was every Horrible History song in series 1 to 5. And me and my housemate, like last year, we just sat in my room and we just sat and watched the whole 2.5 hours, just like jamming.
I'm searching for that instantly.
I looked for it the other day and I couldn't find it, and I'm like, why? Because it was definitely up at one point. Yeah.
Oh, I found a playlist of them all.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I literally cried the other day because I watched the final episode, and it was like the finale song.
Oh.
And I like cried. I'm such a softie, but like when it was like, we're history.
Oh. Right, I'm fine now. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, and that there.
I can't remember the second Maze Runner film, like, at all.
I don't even remember what happens really in the first one.
I guess she's gone by now. So.
Probably.
So.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Oh.
Not sure, but we should probably actually do a sprint, like, soon.
Yeah.
I never watched The Simpsons. Like, I never got into it.
No, me either.
I don't know. I know it's like not really an adult cartoon. It's kind of like in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
But like, adult cartoons and everything always made me sick. For some reason.
I remember being in high school. My mom told me I couldn't watch it. And like I hadn't even asked to watch it, and she was like, no, you can't. So then I just didn't care. I was like, okay, fine. The only adult cartoon, I really like Rick and Morty. I think that's really funny, but I haven't watched that in years, but it is funny. But yeah, I know what you mean about like cartoons for adults are just a bit.
Yeah, it's just like shouldn't be like that or something. Like,
I don't get it.
Cartoons.
But saying that, I now watch loads of anime, which really is just adult cartoons.
Yeah, but that's like different, like, isn't it? Because adult cartoons, like adult cartoons are usually like really like kind of distasteful almost sometimes.
Yeah.
Like they get away with like being really racist, being really rude, like, and like all of these things, and then like they get away with it, and for some reason it just disgusts me.
I know, I'm not a massive fan.
Like, I don't know why, and it's because of that. It's because they get all away with all of these jokes and everything that if there were actually people acting them, they would never get away with.
The one thing I cannot watch Family Guy because I've got this really strong memory of first year of uni. We decided to make a fake video of Family Guy cutting to BBC News saying that there was like a nuclear threat, like with all the warning sounds. And we played a trick on one of the like girls in the flat. So everyone was in on the joke. There was like 20 people in this one bedroom, and we put it on, and we're all freaking out. And she thinks it's real because we're all like acting. And I hate this girl, like it's fine. But the first thing she did was take a photo and put it on Snapchat and say what's happening. And everyone was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna run outside. I'm gonna call my parents. Like I'm really shocked." And she put it on Snapchat, and we were like, "You are an idiot."
Well, maybe you didn't really believe it.
No, she did. She was crying when we told her it was a joke.
All right, I kind of feel that.
And she put it on Snapchat. We were like, "What are you doing?" But it was how it went to Family Guy, and it was like breaking news and like a little bit of a story. And then it's, "We will now resume your normal whatever." And Family Guy came back on, and she was putting it on Snapchat.
That's funny.
It really makes me laugh.
I would have hated to be her in that situation. Like
she left me in Spain once on a girls' holiday and got a flight home. So don't worry, it's fine. She's not a nice person. Yeah.
What? She just left. Like, was it just the two of you then?
No, there were four of us. But she said it was all my fault, and she got a taxi in the middle of the night to the airport and flew home. I thought weird. Yeah, just let me stop talking.
That's what?
Yeah, really weird. This was after the whole nuclear threat prank, so.
Oh.
What a weirdo. That sounds very dramatic as well.
But anyway, that was only me saying I don't like Family Guy.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, I loved Simpsons Hit and Run. That was iconic. Do you want to sprint at like 20 past? Because I feel like we've been talking for a very long time.
Yeah, we probably should, because I'm just going to keep saying weird things. And you're going to be like, "What's she on about?" Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't know that happened.
Oh dear.
It wasn't, the prank was not my idea. I was just in on it.
Also, what actually happened in this? I don't think I've ever heard that story. Okay, well, I'm going to put a timer on.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Now I'm like, I need to stretch. Get on.
Right. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Hello.
Hello.
I got so invested that I forgot I had to.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
And I went the other way and read 20 pages of my book and then watched Gavin's latest video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's done a really personal Q&A.
Ooh,
So good.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, there's a not safe for work section that was informative. But yeah, so I literally read 20 pages because I was going to journal and I didn't feel like journaling. Then I started reading and I didn't feel like reading, so I just watched Gavin's video. And then I think I'm going to try and read some more of this, but then after the sprints, I'm going to start Dead and Five.
Woo! What's that?
Have you not heard of it?
No.
It is. I'm doing a dedicated reading vlog just for this, and I'm giving all the details because it's a smutty reverse harem story. So it's a girl who's owned by a gang, and she's owned in every way.
Okay.
And there's something to do with a knife that I won't explain on your channel. I've heard of something else that happens in this that Gavin talked about in his not safe for work questions. But yeah, it's apparently the most disgusting thing everyone has ever read. So I'm doing a dedicated vlog for it, which I'm going to start after the spring.
Okay.
Yeah, going to be full of spoilers and information about the dirty stuff that happens, because somebody said I was too innocent on a live stream, and I'm like, come on, we need to fix this.
I ended up reading 46 pages and I Skyped my grandparents. Well, I mean, I dipped in on my mum's Skype with my grandparents, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like always get so distracted at the beginning of sprints. Like I'll just run off and kind of make tea and just do random things for like ages, like at least 15 minutes. So I didn't actually read that much. I got to page like 38, but I don't know how much I'd already read. But yeah, I'm so entertained.
That's good.
I keep also like kind of stopping and thinking about it and thinking about like myself. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, that's good. Like you said, you were so invested in it, so it doesn't matter how much you read, it's the enjoyment.
Yeah. I was getting like properly into it. You know, whenever you forget you're reading kind of,
mm-hmm.
and you're like I'm like, well, this is really interesting. Mm-hmm. Which is weird because I don't really usually read nonfiction, but I feel like it's the exact kind of thing that I need right now. So that's why it's like, do you know if you read something, you're like, this is exactly what I kind of need.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just good. It's just really nice.
See, that's how I feel just about that horror thriller I'm reading.
Yeah.
But I guess you get into it with different stuff, don't you? Like some days it'll be a YA contemporary and some days it'll be a horror story. But like,
yeah,
you know,
it's just like, yeah, it's just whatever's like kind of getting you really focused and like, yeah. My eyes going really weird as well. Like I don't know what's wrong with it. Like it feels like I keep thinking, oh, is my eye gonna go like lazy or something? But it's got like a weird feeling in the side, and I keep thinking that my eye's gonna like drift over like to the other side, which isn't gonna happen. But I keep getting really paranoid of it because it sounds really weird. But it kind of, I think maybe it's like the start of a migraine or something, because like my eye just feels weird, and I like keep having to look at it. Like, is it going like in the
is it drifting?
Which has never happened in my life. I don't know why it would happen now, but I'm like, oh, what if it gets stuck like that or something? Like, I don't know. But yeah.
It could just be the start of a very intense
It's not gonna happen, but I keep scared. But yeah. Okay, I'll look at the comments. I actually very odd today. I don't know if Abby's still here or what.
Hello.
I have no idea how long I'll be live for. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh, finished your book. That's good. What book were you reading?
That was literally the first 20 pages when I said I read 20 pages. I like the idea so far. I just feel like I've really got to be in the mood for it.
Fair enough.
But I'm going to carry on, like, definitely now. I'm still going to read some more. But it's not, I think it's exactly what I expected, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just not, like, blown away.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I'm sorry. I was just so excited.
Yeah, it does sound interesting but disturbing. But that's a good thing, I think.
John, you didn't read it. No. Even just knowing one of the scenes, like, I don't want to picture anybody reading it, to be honest.
Can't wait for your vlog.
Yeah, I'm excited for your vlog.
Basically, it's just going to be one that you have to watch and, like, not put headphones in, because I'm going to explain what's going on. Like, I have no shame. So
that'll be entertaining.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that's late.
Good night.
Good night, John.
Bye.
Good sleep.
You have a good week.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. What did you think of it?
Fair. The ones we're meant to find.
I haven't heard of
Heard of that? Who's that by?
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we said we didn't know she was still here.
Oh,
that makes sense. I didn't even notice.
yeah, I didn't even notice either. I love that Hannah's first thought was just to turn it into a fan fiction. One Direction fan fiction. It's like, yeah, it's actually also so true. Like, people used to just turn literally anything into like fan fiction. I would always be so weird.
There's only 4 members, so maybe it could be. All I'm thinking of is JLS now because of Rachel. I don't know who else has 4 members that we could say this is.
Yeah, you could just turn it into. You could just write the fan fiction.
Or it's One Direction and
like
just name's gone.
E.L. James or whatever, and you like it could be your fan fiction would be about that.
Yeah. I'm just so.
She's called E.L. James, isn't that right?
Yeah. I'm just so excited to read this as well. My friend texted me and she was like, "No, you do just need to read it." And she read the whole thing, and she was talking because she's Cole's friend. She was talking to.
I'm sorry, but I spat out my tea bags. And I don't know if anybody saw that, but it was probably like it just like flew out of my mouth. I can't take this seriously because like it was probably like plopped out of my mouth. And it was like so visible, and I was like, oh, I panicked. I was like, I don't know if anybody saw that. I'm gonna go back and screen record it and send you it later because it was like really bad. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, sorry, so the girl who's read it is also Cole's friend, and he called me. It was before he went to bed, and he was like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna have to retract our relationship if you're into this." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, I had no idea what he was on about. So he spoiled this knife scene that everyone's on about because Sydney had explained it to him. So he explained it back to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you on about Den of Vipers?" And he's like, "I don't know, it's this book Sydney read." And I was like, "You spoiled it! I'm so mad." But yeah, he's going to retract our relationship if I enjoy this.
Oh.
Retract. I was like, retract?
Yeah.
But you're just going to have to pretend that you don't like it then?
Oh no, I'll just be like, this was really cool. And he'll be like, oh, okay. He's not serious. He's fine.
Oh, I know. But yeah. I'd be concerned if he was. Yeah.
I know if our whole relationship did not hinge on the fact that we've been separated for over a year, it's if I enjoy Den and Vipers.
Yeah, that's just like the last straw.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, okay, I've had enough.
I've had enough. You're too weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. That's not good.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, that sounds like my thing.
Nice.
My God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that is
the
so cool.
cover. The cover for that Wired Dystopian is so pretty. Look at that. That's not gonna fit.
Oh, I really love that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very
really
nice.
That is really nice.
Oh, it's not even come out yet.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought I'd heard of it. I feel like
Well,
there might be something similar to that.
it comes out very, very soon.
Uh,
I want that. Okay. Add to list.
of course. Emily, what are you thinking of Midnight Sun? Isn't that what you're reading?
No, I'm reading a Sophie Kinsella book.
Oh, I missed this. Okay. What book?
Can you keep a secret?
That was it.
Why
I
do I
couldn't
miss
remember what it's called.
Yeah, it's good so far. It's just like the kind of comfort read that like you can just read and read quickly.
Hmm. I've never read a Sophie Kinsella book.
I
Yeah,
don't think I have.
this is my third like of her like standalone ones. I have no interest in going anywhere near her like shopaholic ones.
That's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm enjoying like each of her individual ones so far.
Mm.
Also, I can't know if you can like hear some like lads like singing along to music and like loud music because my neighbour's having a little like garden gathering.
Oh. No, I can't hear anything.
It's the same one that I think it's Rebecca about like the basically this guy and he's doing like a workout in his garden and he was just making like the weirdest noises and he was like whoosh as he was like lifting stuff. And then as we were leaving, it turns out he went to, like I saw him in his garden and I went to college with him. And it was really awkward.
Oh my God.
What
But yeah,
song? I was singing outside.
I can't even like I don't know right now, but I can hear like the sort of like bass, like drum and bass sort of stuff.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, apologies if you can hear that.
no, I can't hear anything.
Good.
The only like awful thing with these apartments is because I'm on the ground floor. If anyone stands outside, they're pretty much outside my bedroom window. So there's a couple over there. There's like a little road, well, like it's a path essentially. It's a big path, but they're actual full-size houses there. So people will talk to people on their doorstep, but that's still outside my bedroom window. So they may as well be having a chat with me. I was woke up the other morning going, yeah, okay, I can hear every single word, and I do not care who's playing football. Like I'm not bothered. It is 7 p.m. Leave me alone.
Oh my God, that would annoy me so much.
But I think you can, when it's, I don't know, a row of houses and you've got like a little step up to your front door and people like come and chat on the doorstep, you're not actually bothering anyone else. But when it's like a hotel effectively. You don't just hang about outside one of the windows being like, hey, how you doing? And I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's too loud. Luckily, it's not been too bad when I'm off mute. As soon as I go on mute, there seems to be like gatherings of people.
That would annoy me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hannah's not been enjoying anything that she's ever read that's YA. So she's like adamant that she only enjoys like middle grade. I don't think she doesn't really read anything like adult or anything. So I think she just like finds it cringe. She just finds everything cringe whenever it's YA, which is fair to be, you know. Because whatever, yeah, I'm still adamant that she would enjoy Sarah J. Maas, but she just won't try because she just doesn't trust me anymore. She's like, no, everything you say for me to read is just terrible. So I'm like, no, I'm telling you, you'd like Sarah J. Maas.
Well, I guess the ACOTAR series is like technically adult as well, so
yeah, and like Throne of Glass, like
is Throne of Glass adult or is it middle grade? Not middle grade, YA.
It's YA, but like it's better than like most YA things. She hates fantasy. I think that's the issue. Like she doesn't like fantasy, and then all of the contemporary stuff cringes her out. So,
Fair.
so like it's just like she's just like I don't know what to read.
That is fair.
I'm so convinced that my eye is like going weird, and like I keep looking at it. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god! It's gone forever. It's like sweeping back and forth, and then.
Let me tell you if your eye just suddenly went like that.
Yeah, we would let you know.
It's like really fast, going like right into here and then right out to here or something. Like, what would you do if I just like was like, oh my god, my eyes went weird, and it was like looking out like the side there.
But I have no idea how to fix this.
Like if I was like, if I didn't notice, and I was kind of like just talking, and then you like
your eyes just shooting.
And you had to be like, no, it's completely fine. Like there's nothing wrong. I feel like I should save these kinds of conversations whenever I'm only talking to you, and not have it on a live. But you know, it's fine.
Bye-bye. I don't know why I said that so weird.
Okay, I'll answer this comment, and then if you want to do another sprint thing.
Okay, yeah, I got my dinner. My dad's cooking a roast for past, so that'll be good.
I've read this twice and I can't read. Hang on.
My brain's fried.
Okay, no, I get that.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, it can just be like a bit cringe. But I don't think she's actually read that anything adult, like anything like popular that's adult or anything. So I don't know. Maybe she would enjoy it.
I think I'm changing and I don't like it, because I would always say I mainly read YA, and then I look at like my wrap-ups and I do mainly read YA. But then Monday, when the bookshops opened, I went and I bought 2 middle grades and 2 adult books, and then I'm reading an adult book and I'm going to read another adult book, and I'm like, where is the teen? It's gone. I don't want it to leave, and it's disappeared.
See, I thought I did like, you know, majority YA, and I looked at my stats and I have equal amounts of adult. Yeah, I'm like, they're half and half, like adult and YA, and I'm like, whoa, what's happening?
When did this happen?
Yeah.
And then so many people are like, oh, maybe you're just outgrowing it. And I'm like, no, I do really enjoy it, but my brain is like opening up for more mature stuff now as well.
Yeah, and I think it's also because like BookTube used to be like really focused on like YA, and that it's kind of going away from that, because I feel like everybody's like discovering that like you don't just have to read YA, like other stuff can be fun to read too. And I think that it's this recent discovery. So then like everybody's like, I actually enjoy other things, and I think that's
amazing.
Yeah, it actually really started from Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I think that's what really like started it, because like I remember like whenever Emma Books read that, I was kind of like, oh, she even, I remember her being like, I actually read like an adult book, and then like from there, like it just completely like went through. I would
say as well, that's pretty much about the time that I joined BookTube. So everything I read, and I'm like basing my brain on what I read, is from before then, kind of, where I would not touch an adult book at all. And now I'm like, oh, give me some sort of adult drama.
Yeah.
Like, let's look at people deciding whether to get married, not save the world by the end of this massive thing that's happening in a YA dystopia. And I'm like, oh, let's look at marriage problems. Like, what's happened to me?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you liked it. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, early 20s age with fun plots. ACOTAR.
Yeah, I just need to see if I actually like the next books. But
yeah.
Actually, think about it. You might like My Not So Perfect Life by Sophie Kinsella, because that's like early 20s with fun plots, but it's like an adult contemporary. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of any recommendations I have.
What's the plot of that?
It's like this girl, and she's like pretends that she's living amazing life in London, when actually she's got like the lowest ranking job at the company and living in some like really dodgy place. And I think, I can't remember if she gets fired or she like loses her job or something, and then she goes home and it's just like I don't want to give many more spoilers away, but then she like starts up. Oh, I don't a business, but
Your romance.
there's like romance. Can you hear them all cheering?
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, there's like a sort of romance, but it's not like the main plot or anything.
Hannah loves she does like romance, but I feel like whenever she actually reads it, she doesn't like it. But she claims to like it.
I'm literally scrolling through the books I've read, trying to find something that's older characters but still has a fun plot, and I'm struggling. Because most of the adult stuff I read is like thriller based, which isn't fun.
Yeah, or else there's like a fantasy aspect. A guitar. Like, yeah. I feel like, but that's what I love about Sarah J Maas, though. That's what I love about Throne of Glass. It's because there's a really good plot, and like fantasy is fun but not serious. Like not like, too serious, but the characters are so amazing that it makes that you're actually invested in the fantasy because the characters are actually good for once. And that's what's so good about Sarah J Maas, in my opinion.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
So what kind of things like then would you have read, or what did you like?
Yeah. All I'm finding now is like trashy YA and thrillers. That seems to be all I've read so far this year.
Is there any specifically good trashy YAs you read?
Crave by Tracy Wolfe. Love that book.
I saw that in the library.
It's effectively a Twilight ripoff. Like it's great.
Oh, Hannah might love that. She loves like Twilight.
Absolutely. It's within reach. We've got Crave. You can even the Twilight ripoff.
The cover is hilarious.
And then Crushed is number 2. It's huge.
Damn.
I haven't actually read it yet, but I want to because this is quite chunky. That's like over 500 pages, and then they just throw this one at you as well.
Yeah,
but these are really good.
Hannah actually might want to read that.
It's a school for the supernatural, let's say, without spoiling what types, and the main character's uncle owns it, and she has to go stay there. And she doesn't know that anything supernatural is going on, but it's really obvious. And then obviously she falls like the bad guy because she has to. Who's a bad influence, but she still thinks he's great. So yeah. And then he does actually give her a copy of Twilight at one point.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
It's so good. I really want to read it again. I only read it in January and I really want to read it again.
Yeah, I keep seeing it at the library. It's like sitting on the table, like the display shelf, and I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you want to do another sprint? Ellie, since you have your dinner now, if you want to go on, or
yeah.
No, I didn't know if you wanted to go off since you had your dinner.
Yeah, in the next couple of minutes.
No, but I mean, like, never mind.
Wait, what?
I meant like completely off the sprints, like completely off.
No, I'll be back.
Okay, yeah.
I'm saying like there's a bit of a conversation.
Yeah, sorry for making it awkward.
Apologies.
If you're both not understanding each other, please try again.
It's like, let's restart this.
Right, calm.
Cool. Right, I'll see you in a bit then.
Sorry about the prolonged beeping.
Didn't hear it. We're all good.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, that's all right then.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired as well. I just found out that like my boyfriend's having like a barbecue thing in his garden right now, and I'm like, he's like, "Do you want to come?" I'm like, "Yeah." Because I was like, I don't know what I'm having for dinner, but like free food, free barbecue, you know, and we have like a fire and everything. So maybe I'll do that.
My friend texted me and she was like, "How quick can you get to the pub?" I was like, I can't actually. And she's like, "Okay, last orders are in 30 minutes. You're going to make it." I was like, "No."
Yeah, like I always am like I get such major FOMO. It's so bad.
I get FOMO.
I'm like, I need to edit a video tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I could do loads of work. Like I don't want to like, you know, be doing that. And it's just like, no, Rebecca. You know, it's like last year of uni. You've already missed out so much. And
I get FOMO, but I hate last minute plans at the same time. So there's like an internal battle in my head every time someone's like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And I'm like, I hadn't planned for that.
yes, oh my God, I am exactly the same. I like everything. I like to know exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But my boyfriend's the complete opposite. Like, I don't know. I don't know when. Like, we'll just see how, you know, what happens.
See how we're feeling. No, how are we going to be feeling? I need to schedule it.
Yeah, like tell me the schedule.
That's me.
Like, you know, like he's always like, well, maybe we'll do something. Like, I'll let you know. Like, you know, maybe depends on how much work I get done. I'm like, no, tell me now.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same.
So
but what do you do in the?
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
I was just going to say, what did you do in that sprint?
Well, I read more of it. And I was entertained, and then I got distracted because he was like texting me about that, and then I was talking to my sister about trying to convince her to read Throne of Glass because she's like, I don't like high fantasy, I don't like weird swords and everything, and like everything, and I'm like, no, it's not the same. It's not like intense. It's high quality, like it's high quality.
I think I'm assuming she's still watching, but Throne of Glass is like the way in to fantasy because I don't read fantasy that much, and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the fantasy elements. So
yes, like I liked Six of Crows.
I haven't read that.
But it's definitely Six of Crows. I made her read that and she didn't really like it. Like she was like, it's well written and I can appreciate it, but I didn't like it. And she's really hard to please, by the way. But but the thing with Six of Crows is though I feel like it makes very much less sense if you haven't read the Grisha trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Which she hadn't read, which I think are like funner and like easier to read than to get obviously to get into the world. But yeah, like she didn't like Six of Crows that much, but I feel like in comparison to Throne of Glass, like it's a lot heavier. Like, yeah, she's saying I said, all right, I'll read it. Yeah, I was like, I'll give you a $5 to read it, but like yeah, like yeah, I just think that she would like Throne of Glass a lot more because in a way it's like fluffy fantasy.
Yeah, it is fluffy. There's definitely some stuff. I think it eases you in. Like, you know, obviously I'm not going to spoil it for everybody, but you know the reveal that we get at the end of the second book about
yeah,
that was, for me it was obvious, but that then is like, okay, we're going to go into this extra level of fantasy now. We've given you this and but there's more sort of thing.
Yeah,
rather than just saying, right, here's what everyone is.
Yeah,
here is everything fantasy.
Here's all of it. Like she's really, 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 really good at building everything up. Like so you understand exactly what's going on. It's not like, and then there's that's what I wasn't enjoying about the Court of Miracles. There's this court, and then there's this court, and there's this court, and there's this court, and I did feel like that a bit in ACOTAR. Like she does that a bit, but still, like she's still like there's something about her writing that just makes you want to read, and I feel like that hardly ever happens.
Yeah, Emma's there like
read a big chunk of those for me. Like makes you want to like read in a chunk, like rather than feel like you're like you kind of like forget that you're that feeling that you forget you're reading kind of thing that you only usually get from like thrillers and like stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
It's thrillers. I definitely forget I'm reading. Like I will, if there's one I read, it was an arc, but I felt like I was going to research the cases. I was like, wait, what happened? I was like, wait, it didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
But like I wanted to know. I guess that's kind of the thing they're trying to do with Daisy Jones, isn't it, as well? Like make you think it's real.
Yeah. Evelyn Hugo actually did that for me as well.
Evelyn Hugo did that for me, but I listened to the audiobook for Evelyn Hugo and loved it. Thought it was the best thing ever. And then I'm gonna reread the physical book. Like I've got a buddy read set up, and I'm like, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin the memories in my head.
No, I feel like you'll be able to see because a lot of it's like so like visual as well. I think that you'll just probably notice bits that you didn't even didn't even realize and stuff.
Yeah,
I think
I'm trying to. Is this one, Emily? This is all like interview, isn't it? There's not any other sort of.
Yeah, it's all interview.
It is all interview. Because for some reason I went in thinking it was going to be like loads of different types of mixed media. I was like, look, I can see interviews, and then I'm reading, I'm like, still seeing interviews. But it is like it's reading quite quickly. Actually, when I was concentrating, I was really getting into it. So, I'm enjoying it.
Good.
I'm gonna read it this summer. I want to read it this summer.
It feels like a summery book. Like I should be lay on a beach.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like read in like the sun. I'm gonna take that on a really sunny day, and I'm just gonna read it like all day.
I did that yesterday, but I was reading Harrow Lake, which is a horror. So I was sat out in the sun, and I'm like, this is not what I should be reading up here.
You know what? Actually, that's why I kind of even like with My Dark Vanessa, everybody will be like, obviously it is like a dark book, but it does have like it reads kind of like thriller, kind of fast paced, kind of. I think, but I read that in the sun, so now in my head I was kind of reading it like really intrigued in a really intrigued kind of way, and like almost like. Even though I was kind of like, this is disturbing, it was like a really sunny day, and I was like, it was like, now I have it in my head. It's
nice time.
like a nice time of reading it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be, when am I reading it? July? Yeah, July. Because I've like planned all my book club ones out. So it's going to be an in the sun read. And I think it helps that English covers all pink because it looks like it should be a nice summery, flowery read, and then you look at the American cover and it's just like black and white, distraught looking face, and I'm like, I like the English one.
Yeah, ours is like baby pink and like really pretty,
pink
and like
red,
but it is really easy to read, as in terms of like how fast you want to read it, but also you're kind of like I want to read, but also I want to break, but also I want to see what happens, and you're like, I'm confused, but you just kind of blast through it. I loved it. I thought it was so good.
I'm excited.
Have you read it, Emily?
Huh?
My Dark Vanessa.
No, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it with Chloe's book club.
Okay, yeah. I think you'll both enjoy it.
Yeah, I think so too. I got because the audiobook's on Scribs, and I'm debating about listening to it, but I don't know if it'll be like a step too far and uncomfortable to listen. I don't know.
Books about cute ghosts.
Hannah's request will be like so obscure, like body swapping, things about cute ghosts. It can't, like, to be fair, she was talking about the body swap book that she read. It was like written by a man, and like whenever he went into the woman's body, it was like, oh, these boobs look so weird, like the nipples are quite brown and like things like that.
Are they cute? There's kind of ghosts.
What's it about?
But not. This is it's a middle grade about a town called Perfect, and when people go, they have to put these like special glasses on to live there, and then they see that everything's perfect. But if you take the glasses off, it's not perfect. And I feel like maybe they're not ghosts. They're like the forgotten kids that aren't wearing the glasses, but they kind of read as ghosts.
Is it
sad? But this is my suggestion.
Is it sad or is it cute though?
A bit of both.
Yeah, well, maybe she'll like that then. I was just thinking about this as well, City of Ghosts by
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Is that cute ghosts or?
It's not cute as in like, you know, like they're like young. I say it is more of a cute book, not like the ghosts in there are like cute.
Yeah, yeah,
This is a cute. I don't know.
yeah. Like it's a cute book, but the ghosts aren't necessarily cute. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I guess like that's the same thing because you love it's middle grade, so that might be like you might be onto something. Do you know what I mean? With both of those books, they're both middle grade and they're both about books, but ghosts.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at every other book I own now.
I don't think I have any ghost books.
I don't have any ones that are cute for sure.
I've got to have one somewhere.
I was gonna say Frozen Charlotte, but that's not really cute.
Oh, that's not cute.
What about The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue? That's kind of ghosty things. Is that right? There's a devil. She sells her soul to the devil. I guess that's kind of a ghost. She said, "Do you know what? I'll read those." She just comes on and like every time I'm like, read this, read this, read this, read this.
Could you get a more obscure question though?
Yeah, I know. It's always like give me. I think she likes people falling in love with people that are ghosts.
Oh, there's a book that I really, really want to read. I think it's called Regrets or Regret, and it's about a woman who falls in love with a ghost. I'm pretty sure I'll have to send it.
Oh my god, that is her niche, like to a T.
But I think there's like a very weird sex scene with a ghost. That's what I've heard.
Oh right.
I want to know how that's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the information for this book.
But if you like gloss over that bit, maybe the rest is good.
I mean, I've only heard one person talk about it, and I keep watching the price on Amazon because it's like still insanely high. But yeah, it's The Regrets by Amy. I have no idea how I'm going to say that. Bonifons? That does not sound like that's not right. But
yeah, I've just seen the comment that says you should read the Sad Ghost Club graphic novel. That's apparently cute.
Hello.
I don't know if you were here, Rosie, when I said what I'm going to read next. She's waiting on that.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to read it.
I'm so excited. Like, do you know how hard that sprint was reading this? I was like, no, I want to go for this, but I am not reading that with anyone watching me. The amount of disclaimers I'm going to have to put on that at the start is like, no. I'm kind of scared. It's happening, Rosie. It's happening. I'm starting it. Oh.
That does sound sad.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Oh, I feel like
Was there someone shouting then?
Yeah, that's still
Oh god,
it's the lads.
the lads.
It's the lads. Having a good time.
Yeah, you want to go out the window like lads.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to send Rebecca a video and I felt so awkward because I was like sticking my phone out the window and I was like, please don't like, I just have my arm out.
The only time I did that was when I lived in a student house for a bit, and it was the worst experience of my life. And there's one point where I'm stood outside my bedroom door just filming for the sound of how loud it was, and I had an exam the next day and the caption was just, I am so sad. Yeah, but I was like, listen to this with my arm out my bedroom door.
Yeah. There's something about ghosts. Sorry, this is just my head going.
No.
Something about ghosts in what do you call it? The infernal devices. Something at the end. No, I don't want to give like the very end in a Clockwork Princess or But
I can't even
I
remember.
don't know. I'm not going to talk about it because I feel like it's a massive spoiler, so I'm not going to say anything. It all started.
I do not remember this.
You've never seen Casper?
I have, but I don't remember.
Oh, I thought you said I don't know what that is.
No, I love Casper, but I do not remember that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I think I didn't remember the Wednesday Addams bit, but I thought I vaguely remembered him dancing. Like, what do you call her, Lizzie McGuire? Remember that one? And she wore like a little red. She wore a little red like cape.
My brain's not working. I'm sorry.
What do you call her? In the comments, what do you call her that acted Lizzie McGuire? Someone help me.
Wait.
Then the newer one, she was Casper's little. I was going to say Casper's little girl, but that's just weird. But yeah. But yeah.
I love Casper.
Yeah, Casper's so good. I haven't watched Casper in years. Hilary Duff. Yes. Yeah. Amber, you're a genius.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I was just Ashley Tisdale was coming in my head, and I was like, it's not. Yeah, Casper meets Wendy. That was so good.
Oh.
Casper meets Wendy. That was elite. Oh, Strange the Dreamer.
I gave up on that. That was too heavy for me, like fantasy.
Oh, really? That's
I think I read like a chapter and just went, I can't be asked to figure this out. Like I wasn't in the headspace for it, so just didn't want to do it.
It sounds like somebody's hand must go through somebody else's hand then.
Oh, maybe.
From the sounds of this, because obviously they thought that Anna had read that, so maybe somebody's hand goes through somebody else's hand.
Maybe. I'm still really impressed that I couldn't get Strange the Dreamer. Oh, hang on.
My name.
Yeah, I couldn't get Strange the Dreamer, but I got Muse of Nightmares, the hardback with the sprayed edges, for my friend. But I got it over a year ago, and it's just sat to go to America, and it's all wrapped up, and I'm like, you can't have it yet, but you can have this book that's worth an insane amount of money that it shouldn't be. So part of me wants to sell it, and then I'm like, no, it's a gift. So, Tracy Beaker. Yeah. I don't see, when I did that vlog and I was like, oh, people under the age of 20 probably don't remember it, but maybe I was just being like ageist on that. Oh, India's done a vlog of, I haven't watched it yet, but she was going to stay in a tent until she finished the whole Shadow and Bone trilogy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think she did it, but I know there's a vlog that exists.
I haven't looked at any videos yet today, so
I just add them to my watch later, and I'm like, eventually.
I watch like 220 videos long right now.
Mine is insane.
Ooh, no, mine's at like 40.
See, it was like 40 like 2 weeks ago, and then I just haven't watched much in the last 2 weeks.
Oh no, 41. I'm fine with that.
I don't know, I think mine's ridiculous.
And some of them are like a review for House of Leaves, which I haven't read yet, but I want to remember the video exists.
Yeah, I've got a lot of that.
Assassin's Blade, haven't read, want to read, like want to see the review. A lot of them are review videos for books I haven't read yet, but I want to remember the review exists.
Yeah, I've just checked. I've got Dead on 200, but I haven't added anything from today yet.
Ooh. Oh, I also have a 15-minute 90s dance party workout. Whenever I'll do that at some point.
Oh, dance workouts are the best.
I don't know, but I don't think I'm going to do another sprint because I'm really tempted for this barbecue.
I think you should go to the barbecue.
Go for it.
I'm really tempted.
I would go to the barbecue.
And my friend Anna's there, and I haven't seen her in ages, so
do it.
Might do it. I think she's the only girl there, so I might just have to go.
Go saving.
Yeah, I wouldn't be staying in a tent.
Yeah, I couldn't set up a tent.
No, no chance. But yeah, I'm thinking since I've kind of caught up with the comments, I might just leave this because I'm going to get hungry and I'm really intrigued by this barbecue and I don't want to miss this.
See, Rosie says you should go.
Yeah.
Just do it. I mean, I would do it, so do it.
Yeah, I want to do it. I don't want to miss out. Like, I don't want to be like the person who says no.
Yeah.
But I should
FOMO.
be, yeah. Oh, it actually ruins my life. It makes me so unproductive because I'm like, well, I just have to go to the pub or something like. No.
Yeah, mine is then I'll say I have to go, and I'll be like, no, okay, I'll save this weekend to do these really, really important things that need happening. And then someone will be like, oh, hey, we're doing something tomorrow morning, and you're like, well, I've got FOMO now, even though I set this aside to do this, and now I feel like I have to do this other thing every time.
Yeah, it's so annoying. But yeah, okay. Well, thank you to everybody who watched for these sprints. I'm sorry for the like technical issues that occurred. I'm sure we'll be hosting some reading sprints at some point soon. Chloe,
Thanks
I know you were thinking of doing them. Sorry, I know you were thinking of doing sprints next Saturday. Isn't that right?
Yeah, next Saturday, next Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
And subscribe to Emily. Links in the description because Emily is getting closer to 500 subscribers.
Ooh!
Slowly.
The next
so exciting
milestone. Yeah, well, I'll end these here anyway. And I'll see everyone later.
Bye.